Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I know this isn't what you expected. Some say we look alike, but I don't know about that. I just want to welcome you. This is in the basement with McLemore. You're at the right place. But, but Bryant, he's on his way down to the basement. It takes him a little bit of time to get down here. So I'm Harold Abrams, his co-host, and I'll be filling in for Bryant for a little bit. He's on his way. So hold tight with that. We have a jam-packed show today. We have some featured guests that we're going to bring on, as well as some musical guests to tell you a little bit about themselves and what they're up to and what they're doing. Some people in Bryant's world. So one of the first people I want to bring up, it's Eric Starr, a guy from Chicago. He's got a new single out. He's going to talk about it, and we're going to hear a little bit from him.
Okay, just before you do that, Harold, I want to remind everybody that you are listening to In the Basement with McLemore, where the truth comes out. This is live on Facebook, YouTube, and Spreaker. Hey, we're doing a special time today. We're on the day from 4:30 to 5. And just because Brian has not made it here, the show must go on. So listen, he's got his confidant. He's got his co-host, none other than Harold Abrams. And let me tell you something about Harold. Harold can ad lib. You know what that means? There is no situation that Harold can get in that he can't get out of. So without further ado, I'm gonna put Eric, Starr, and Harold together, and I want y'all to watch me disappear.
Oh, there you are. Okay, thank you, Katie, for that. Hey, Eric, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Yeah, so we're, Brian's making his way down to the basement, but it was he'll be here, but it's a good thing you're here and we can talk to you and see what's going on with you. So how are you doing today?
Man, pretty good. It's been a hectic couple of weeks in preparation for releasing the single. So a lot of work had to get done, but I'm glad we're on the other side of things and we're doing okay.
Well, congratulations on that single. I mean, I know we're going to share a little bit with the audience. So tell me a little bit about some of that, what you've been doing the past couple of weeks to get on board, to make it happen.
Oh man, this single was a process to make happen. It's a song that I actually wrote last year and kind of put on the shelf. And it was just kind of inspired by home. And home for me is Detroit, Michigan. It's where I was born and raised. And so I was kind of brought up in a Motown kind of a household.
Okay.
So lots of Temptations and Marvin Gaye and Supremes and that sort of thing. So, I was, in quarantine last year, I had a lot of time to kind of sink in and explore different musical avenues and things like that. And just kind of the things that have made me who I am musically. And, that music is definitely a huge part of, what makes me who I am. So the track was inspired in like the Motown vein. So it once you guys get a chance to hear it, you'll kind of find that it's like, summer of 1967 meets summer of 2021.
Okay.
But the process that I was speaking of before was there was just so many hangups, as far as getting the production and things together. I about a month ago, I called a horn session in Detroit to lay down the horn parts for it. And, out of no stroke of good luck did the engineer lose all of the takes. So I had to call a separate session to kind of redo things. And there was just a couple of different things that were just kind of trying to stop me from getting this song out. But, by the grace of God, man, we got it done. We got everything recovered. The mixing went well, mastering went well. And, the marketing campaign is doing well. So just trying to shop the song around and get it to people's ears and get it in people's playlists.
Well, that's great. I really appreciate you kind of talking about that influence of the, being from Detroit
Mm-hmm.
and what an impact Motown was. I think, tell me about artists and that idea of what comes before us and how it really impacts, what we do today, and how you as a contemporary artist, what is it? What lessons have you learned from the past that really influence what you do today, especially the new project that you have right now?
Oh man, I just think that as humans, all experiences that we have you know, are remembered, and our body sort of remembers everything. Even if it's just something that you might think is as small, or something that's locked away as a memory, our bodies remember it. And the way that we can tell that is just like the way that we go about doing the things that we do. So, for years, people have always told me, man, you are just like an old soul, or you are just like, were you born in like a different time period, or, but it's just like, it's nothing that it's my style, my music, the way I perform, the way I play, the way I write. It's nothing that I've been trying to do on purpose. It's just like things that it's just like my natural way of being, but it's influenced by everything that I was exposed to growing up. So, you know, um, for me, the importance of knowing where we're going is really understanding the past and where we come from. And especially as artists, I really think, the best of us have taken the time to be a student of the music, and just, absorb the different things that have come before, and kind of understand why they clicked so much.
Mm,
Why did, you know, why did Clyde Stubblefield's, drum set click so much for James Brown's fans? Or like, why does Otis Redding's voice, the way, the timbre, the tone, why does that, when he hits those high notes, why does that resonate with people? So just as an artist, when you take time to study those things, and even the music that you love, no matter what it is, when you study the music that you love and the music that speaks to you as an artist, I think you better understand how to go forward. Because
right.
once you understand those ingredients, it starts to simplify, oddly enough, for you. Because like, going into being a songwriter when I was 18, 19, I kind of had no one around me who was doing it. um where I was from, in Detroit. I moved to Chicago when I was 18 for school. I went to music school. But coming here kind of opened up a whole new world for me in understanding the ways of songwriting, and things like that. So, being around people eventually who were doing what I wanted to do, and doing it way better, really helped, to kind
Yeah.
of focus me, and put me on track. So,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, as a accomplished artist and someone who has studied music, tell
Mhm.
me about how you describe your style. Number one, what genre, let's say, and as someone that really appreciates music, what are some genres of music that you really like, that people may be surprised just by kind of looking at you and making an
Oh,
assumption
wow.
about you? Yeah.
Wow. I'll answer the second half first, because that's a little easier or quicker of an answer. Man, I guess to kind of give that as an example, one of my favorite albums of all time to listen to is "I Will Always Love You," Dolly Parton. And
Okay.
like, looking at me, you might not think, "Oh wow, this kid listens to like 1970s country," but it's something in Dolly's voice. It's something in like the soul of those musicians. It was just like, I remember my first time hearing it, because like, everyone's heard Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You,"
Right.
and
Right.
many don't know, um, you know, that song was written by Dolly Parton. And that's how I got into the album. But then like hearing that track, the title track, and then hearing the rest of the album, it was just like, wow, like there is something funky about this. Like I just remember saying that, like, just like with all the other tracks that are on it, and just the songwriting. That's really the biggest thing, is just the songwriting. I just love good songwriting, no matter what genre or style it is. I love good songwriting that tells a story that can be felt. So yeah, Dolly Parton.
That's a great great to know about you. And I mean, they don't call her, one of America's treasures for nothing. And she's certainly a big songwriter. I tell you what, now you hesitated on how you would describe your music, and that's okay. We'll put a pause on that right now. But let's go ahead and take a listen to your latest project, and then we'll have a little discussion on the backside of that.
Sure thing. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and do a screen share. This is my latest single. It's called The Wave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just share the YouTube upload.
Katie, you're gonna have to put it up.
I can do a screen share.
Yeah, but she has to do something after you do that.
Okay.
Katie. Yeah, it kind of when you share your screen, it kind of sends her a prompt to
allow it.
Yes.
Well, I guess to kind of kill time while Katie's coming back in, stylistically, I really tend to pull from, I'll just say Black music. I really tend to pull from Black music. And that can mean, a plethora of things. So I really got into jazz when I was in my early 20s. I guess I'm kind of still in my early 20s.
Yeah.
It's weird to say that, but I'll be 26 this year. Anyway, when I was like 20, 21, I really got into jazz. And to be specific, to name a couple people who are super influential, I learned about Oscar Peterson and really started to study Duke Ellington, and, not just his writing, but his piano playing, his day-to-day life, because music is influenced by so many other things than just sound. So I got into that. And then, stylistically, I pull from gospel because my dad's a Baptist preacher. So, I'm a church kid. I grew up in church my whole life.
A PK in the house. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I pull from, Black music, man. So jazz, rock, soul, R&B.
There he is. Welcome to your show.
Welcome to my own show.
Who the hell is that?
I have no idea. It's the man that does not like traffic in Chicago. I'm just gonna live here at Katie's for the next time for my show. Hey, Eric.
Hey, dude. What's up?
Hey, Brian.
Listen, I've been listening to you. You're amazing as usual. I'm so glad that we pulled you to the top. But yeah, great times. There's a rollover something somewhere, and I had to go through K-Town in Chicago. And if you know Chicago, I know nothing about the West Side. I was over there rolling my window up, like the white people do. It was terrible. So, so at any rate,
Bryant, Eric was kind of sharing with the audience his influences, a little bit background, in his musical background, accomplished background, I must say. And I had asked him how he kind of defines his own music. So we're gonna get to that, but he was ready to share with an audience a little bit about his new single. So, okay. But when he was sharing the screen, you got to give him permission, right? After he does that. Okay. So here we go.
All righty. So
I'll try to share the screen.
Yep. So just let me know once it's ready, and I'll
go ahead and screen share. Yeah, we're trying to figure out.
You share, Eric. You share it. Go ahead and share it. You should get a prompt, Brian. Is it?
Yeah, it's sharing now on my end. Should I stop and redo it?
Hold on a minute. Let's figure it out. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to click something and end the whole show.
Yeah, see, did it? Come here. I hit screen share.
Hey, Harold.
Yeah.
How's your piano journey coming?
It's actually going very well. It's going very well. I'm doing my little study, and I'm gonna put a little clip on Instagram of some improv that I'm doing.
Please do.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm really enjoying being back into music. You know, I played for a long time as a kid
Mhm.
and classically studied.
Yeah,
So now it's really nice playing improv, as I was
yeah.
explaining before.
This one for
But
me
thank
too.
you very much for asking. I will
No, of
debut
course.
it. I will debut
Oh,
it.
you know what? It actually has just said that we've lost permission to screen share. Is there any other way around this? I don't know how to troubleshoot. It says Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. I
Let's
don't know
try
what
it one more time. It just seems like it should be
Yeah, let
one
me
click.
just try and redo it. Let me just try and redo it.
Okay.
Share.
So,
Wait,
Harold, thank you so
are you
much
looking
for
down?
putting it together.
Brian, you looking?
Yes, I am.
Nothing happening here.
Okay,
No, I
so
don't.
see what you see now. I just did it again.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't see that. Well, I've got one of the guests on the show is a dog, and she wants to talk. I don't see. It's not letting me do it now, unless there's something wrong. Let me try it one more time because it
Yeah, I can
says.
see it now. I can see Can you see it, Harold?
No.
Okay, maybe it's just me then.
Yeah, we did it before, and it was pretty
It was pretty clear. Well, we
smooth
just
last time.
let's work on it for a few minutes and see what happens. So, Erica, you in front of your instrument now?
Ah, my instrument. Priscilla's in the shop right now. I had an unfortunate accident last Monday
Oh
where I was
no!
trying to work and have breakfast, and my breakfast made its way onto the keys.
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh no!
I
Okay,
was
so
doing too much.
we're gonna revisit it. Let's work with it. Let's move on. We're gonna go a little bit over. So, why don't you just hang on with us for a few minutes? I know for a fact that Harold and I didn't talk about our first 100 days with the president, or did you even cover that? That was something that I was thinking,
No,
and
no, that was for me and you. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm thinking, the first 100 days, we know that our new president, he passed 76 new laws. He made it possible for a couple of other odd things, like I'm just glad that he got off the ground doing something. I think that his issues with the banks and uh, uh, just getting out there and helping with the COVID thing, making sure that we've got vaccinated, and I think that he was really amazing on getting all that stuff done. I really wasn't into most of the 100-day speech. I didn't get a lot from. I was just glad that he had some results. Hills, what's your take on it?
Well, I don't know the history behind that 100-day metric for our presidents, and they do. I mean, it makes sense. It's they're making that presentation, kind of giving the country an update. But with this particular president, how I feel, I'm not a super political person, but I think with what we've been through in the last 4 years or so, I'm really happy to kind of have someone that's boring, if you know what I mean. I just like the idea that, but I feel like as someone, a constituent of the country, we elect people regardless of party who we think they have our best interest ultimately. I know it's a challenging job to have. So I'm looking at this president as that. I personally am in a space where I need a break from that. So I like the idea that he's in there and he's doing the boring things. I don't have to worry about it. It's just boring to me. I do appreciate though the marker he made by selecting Kamala Harris. Whenever I hear about Vice President Harris, my ears perk up, my eyes open wide. I do think that was a move that I personally can appreciate, and it's something that I appreciate about his presidency so far. And I certainly wish them the best. So I'm just that guy that I'm right now just looking at trusting in leadership on that level right now. Do your thing. You got to fight the fight. We fought to get you in there. At least I did. So now it's now you do your thing. So that's my 100 days of Mr. Biden. Mm-hmm.
I love your 100 days. I mean, I want to thank him for regulating the stock market and making the bankers having a national holiday. I just tried to check because 76 laws. Nobody's going to go through that, and I'm with you when it goes to boring. But I am feeling like I had a breath of fresh air from the first day that he won. I felt like that there was this cloud on the country that was lifted off for the first time, and for the first time, I slept. I slept like, oh God, what are we going to go through tomorrow? What's going to happen the next day? What crazy people are going to come running behind us, following their leader into the Capitol and then not get mowed down by bullets. They, all ended up in there with Nancy Pelosi's computer. But okay, so yeah, so that's cool. So the other thing was on my hot topics, and Eric, did you have any comments on the president's first 100 days? Because you're on here. We're gonna start bringing everybody in.
Man, shout out to Joe, man. He's really trying to do his best to kind of undo what I don't think even one president can undo.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
with all the strides that he's making, with actually doing something about COVID-19 and taking it seriously and putting things in action, I just take my hat off to him. As a soon to be 26-year-old, soon to be off my parents' insurance, I have a little bit better of a feeling about that now because we have someone who actually has a plan. So good things.
Well, I think that's amazing. The one of the other things that I know Harold and I were going to talk about was there's been a rash of like robberies in Atlanta on same gender loving men by people that are on an app called Grindr. So if you guys are out there on these apps, what it was straight guys posing as dates and luring the person out under the guise that they were gonna have a hookup or have a meeting or whatever, and in the interim robbing them, carjacking them, leaving them stranded, assault. And so that's happening in the Atlanta area, and it's sort of a big thing. So you guys be careful out there. I see you, Alex Turner, in Atlanta. I see you coming on the show. So you're in Atlanta, so be careful, dude. But I just want to say that I think that it's horrible that, in the digital world, people don't meet as organic meetings like, what I'm used to. So it's really sort of hard to single people to find somebody to date. And Harold, you don't have that to worry about. And Eric, neither do you, because you guys. What was your comment?
I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, but I will say this in the article that I read about it. It is, I don't know if these people are straight people, but they are, some of them having sex with these people and then, stealing from them or beating them up. So it's a real problem down there. So people do need to be careful with it down there.
And I'm sure if we research it, it's probably happened in more places than one. That's just something that just made the news because it's happened. I know people in the past that have trusted somebody, had sex with them, and ended up either extort them with some money or blah 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 blah. So let's just be careful. That's one of those things that we don't want to keep in the basement. This is one thing that we're going to let out and let the public get a little grasp of it. So you guys are. I'm excited that we've got some great people on this show, and later on, I want you to stay tuned because Queen Qiana is one of our musical guests. We have Eric Starr here. We'll figure out how to listen to this amazing person, and you guys caught the first part of the interview. But I do want to thank Maceo Photography for Maceo Photo, Mr. James Washington, who's been a supporter of my show since the inception. And if you guys want to look just as good on camera as you do off, this man does weddings, baby showers, special events. For all you actors and singers out there, he does amazing headshots. And that is Maceo Photo. And you can reach James Washington at 773-640-1077. So that's Maceo Photo. And I want you guys to give them a play. As a matter of fact, if you go to my website, Love Blood Rhinestones, all those pictures, Eric, the one that you like of me in that green fat bodysuit,
Yeah.
James with the leg
Oh
out front.
wow. Yeah. Okay. No,
So
he's killing that.
so the photos were taken by James. So I wanted to just reach out to Maceo for for sponsoring the show, and we're gonna go ahead and start bringing our guests on. We know that there's an upcoming event here in Chicago, and we've got some of the members of the House of Balenciaga, and on May 15th, which is coming up this Saturday, I have actually been blessed to be their red carpet interviewee. And I hear the theme for this year's ball is called Enchantment. And Mother Ayanna has given us an opportunity to bring on some of her kids, but I know she's still traveling. So we want to bring on the children for the House of Balenciaga. And I'm going to start off in that back room with Alexis and bring you on up, darling. Hold on just a minute. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I see you, Queen. I haven't forgotten you. Let's see. I don't know what's wrong why you're not coming on, girl, but hold on.
There she is.
Hi, Alexis.
Hola, how is everybody doing?
And then that should be my boy AJ. And
Hey, AJ.
Hi, love.
where's Rio at? Rio, is you in the back room somewhere? I'm looking for Rio and I don't see him. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys. What's up, kids?
Hi. How are you?
The house, I'm wonderful. I wanted to just say thank you so much for having you both on in the basement with McLemore. I'm really, really excited about this Saturday's event. So, Alexis, why don't you start with you? Why don't you tell me when you got started walking the balls and, what do we have in store for you?
So I actually got started walking in ballroom like by accident in a way. Before actually I was pretty much like involved in like college and everything like that. And when I started working here at Howard Brown, I got like the pleasure of one of my sisters being pretty much like overall house mother for Ebony. And she pretty much started introducing me to like ballroom culture. I had heard about it before because through my own network of friends and everything like that, I already kind of knew about it, but I never had the opportunity to actually be part of it. And honestly, with the first like ball that I went to, it just kind of like automatically just like put me on. I was like, yeah, this is something that I want to like be on, you know what I mean? And I've always been somebody that's like constantly walking the runway without even thinking about it. So it was kind of like a no-brainer. It just all started kind of like rolling together. And then before I knew it, in 2019, I walked my first ball actually at the Midwest Awards Ball. And after that, I've just been hooked.
Well, good for you. I mean, you're absolutely stunning and beautiful. What tribe do you identify with? If I were gonna, because I'm still confused with defining all our letters. So, what tribe would you identify with outside of the beautiful tribe and Alexis Balenciaga?
Well, I pretty much say that I am a woman of trans experience, regardless of whatever bracket I fit into the community. I'm a woman at the end of the day. My experience just happens to be different.
That's amazing. I love that. And so you already prepared with your costume for the ball? Like,
yeah.
You ready, girl? You ready to start?
Yes, I mean, part of ballroom is like also like kind of allowed me to like go into like different realms and everything like that. So I've been involved like heavily in like modeling, and that's like helped me a lot in terms of getting costumes and getting like looks and everything like that. So I'm not gonna say I already have something in the bag, but I already kind of have something in the bag.
Good for you. I just, it's amazing. It's such a delight to have on, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for us to do, a live show where I'm not sitting at a desk, but I'm going to try to bring it because I know you guys are not going to have me out there looking a hot mess. So I got something in store for y'all for camera and for my interview. Hey, AJ, what's up, baby?
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today?
Good. How are you? You look great. You look fabulous.
You look fabulous. Now, AJ is my fairy godson. Yeah. And now that I've met Ayanna, then I guess this is our kid. And AJ is a makeup artist. AJ, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you?
Well, I'm AJ Slayz. Definitely a artist, and I have a little bit of a different story. I come from the club kid and drag world. So all the Andy Warhol, Lee Bowery, James St. James, all those crazy people, Amanda Lepore, all those people that did like all the crazy club kid makeups in the 80s and 90s, which have influenced people like Jeremy Scott, Machino Heatherette, those super avant-garde abstract makeup. That's the world I come from. And I actually got introduced through ballroom scene by accident. I was like just walking at my job, and then this girl was like, "Oh, you're sick."
Just walking around, huh?
Walking,
just casually walking.
She was like, "Oh, you." And it actually was another house that tried to bring me on, but yeah, I just House of Balenciagia, the people were wonderful, super intelligent, great class. And ballroom, my first vision of seeing Rio Balenciagia false drag race. Now
you got it.
What is phenomenal?
You got a little bit of an echo, so I want you to get closer to your mic. And while you guys are still there, I have to I was promising you guys my girlfriend Queen Qiana McKenzie, who is an amazing vocalist, and she's waiting in the back room. But I'm gonna just bring her on because I want us to be a family. So she ain't got no business sitting back there. And if I can figure out how to get her on, we would be somebody.
AJ, do you have another device on? You have just one device on?
Yeah,
You've got some feedback.
Yeah.
You got some feedback, AJ, that is bouncing off of something, and I don't know what it is, but it's hey there, Queen Qiana McKenzie.
Hello, welcome. Hello.
So everybody, this is Queen. AJ, I don't know where you went, but Queen was in the back room. She's part of our family for today. And it looks like that, I don't know what happened to Eric, and I don't know what happened to AJ, but we're going to keep this show moving. Hey, Eric, you're back. Queen?
Yeah, I had to disconnect one of my speakers. I think the feedback could have been coming from me, so I just wanted to try to mitigate it a little bit.
No, okay, thank you.
I don't know for sure.
I hear a little bit of it. AJ, you're back. Thank you. So Queen, you've been in the back room listening to the show. I just wanted to bring you in. You know, you're going to have your time in the life, but I didn't want you sitting back there by yourself. I wanted you to be part of our loving family in the basement with McLemore. Or today we're the House of McLemore. Don't y'all forget it, all of y'all.
I was just listening, enjoying.
Yeah, see, so Alexis and AJ, and I'm going to start with you, Alexis, again. Which house do you think is going to be your competition? In other words, which house do you think is coming for y'all?
All of them. They know we the one to beat, so I'm not even worried. The one that I'm worried about the most is just myself because I'm the biggest competition. Okay.
I know that's right. AJ, who do you want to let have it since they've already been told that that you were the real house? Is there anybody that you have any beef with that you really want to talk it to?
Well, I feel like on competition, like we just very high, but they know me from stuff.
Well, you know what this sounds like? It sounds like y'all just need to be there by yourself. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
I mean, I'll put it this way: they know when the House of Balenciaga walks in.
Absolutely,
they know.
So, is this your this? How many years has Balenciaga been on? Isn't this 20 for you?
I think the house was in inception 2006. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, I think you guys are rounding up on 20 years, which is an amazing accomplishment. Has there been a time when you guys felt like this was even more of a family than your family? Because your mother is here, and I'm gonna bring her on, honey.
Gonna call us out?
Yes, your mother is here, so I'm gonna bring her on. She's in the back room. And I'm about to bring her on. So do you guys, I guess what my question is that so you have your real family and your blood family and your loved ones. And a lot of times when you come out and say that you have a different variation of sexuality or you want to do something else, and sometimes you lose that connection with your blood family, and then you end up adopting and being adopted by a whole nother family. And I think that that is the case with Mo. Is that the case with you guys as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Religious household in the South. Like ballroom, seeing the community and come together the from you know ballroom create the added part.
Yeah, AJ, you got a real bad glitch going on. Are you sure there's nothing in there that is you sound like Robbie Robot, like that sound two
You
shows
should try
ago.
putting on your headphones. I know sometimes that works.
Or do you have two
Yeah,
browsers
could be
open?
internet too.
It could be.
Yeah, and no browser's open. So I know I know my mother Ayanna was in the back room. I gotta find out where she went. And soon as she's back there. So without further ado, I want to introduce y'all's mother, Miss Ayanna Balenciaga, who I met recently to talk about the Midwest Annual Ball and came up with this amazing idea to interview for my show. So without further ado, I got your mama on the phone. Hey, Ayanna! Hey, sweet thing, how are you?
I am trying to put my headphones in. I got the
Are you in the room? Are you in the room with somebody else?
No, I'm by myself.
Well, take your mask off.
Why the hell you got that mask on?
Take
She
your
like to
mask
keep it
off,
on,
man.
please.
You don't need it. We want to see your beautiful face.
Oh, hi.
So
There
all
she
your
is.
children are in,
So
and
at work, I have just clocked out basically, and I wanted to make sure all. But happy Monday! Thank you so much for having me. Hi to my kids. Thank you both so much for joining the broadcast. I didn't get a chance to see any of the content beforehand because I was in an interview, but yeah, I know you it out. So
well, you'll be able to go onto my page after, and you'll be able to go onto YouTube in just a little bit and be able to check out the show. And your children are delightful. Apparently, you and I share a child because AJ, he's my fairy godson. So and Alexis is amazingly charming. I don't know where Rio is. I've been waiting for him in the back room, but just introductions. Above your head in the top center is my amazing childhood friend from like second grade, Mr. Harold Abrams, who's also my very efficient co-host and production
Yes,
guy. He does everything for me. And next to him is Eric Starr, who is my musical director for not only In the Basement with Macklemore, but a amazing accomplished musician within himself. Yeah, yeah. Ayanna, come on up a little bit closer. That was good.
yeah,
And then keep on coming, girl. We got you. There you go. When this show is live, we're gonna all be like, we won't be in these little boxes because I feel I'm the darkest one, but it's okay because I'm wash face, no base today. Just Queen Qiana is our vocalist. That is to your left or to your right, whichever it was. But if this was Hollywood Square, she'd be the square above you and to the left. And then, of course, your children. So I was actually trying to get Queen over at the ball to perform a song, but we didn't talk about it ahead of time. But this girl's got some vocals that you're going to hear in just a little bit. So Ayanna, I wanted to ask, how long has the House of Balenciaga been in existence in this region? So you're the region mother. How long? Give me a little bit of the history of the house.
So when the house was formed back in March 8th of 2002, I, in a Chicago, Illinois resident, was also basically a member once this house was established and formed. So from the onset, the house has been in existence since 2002, and that's what we just celebrated our 19th year, right?
Yay!
Was that 19 years?
Congratulations, baby, because 19 years
19,
is
20.
amazing. Amazing. And how long have you been the mother of this particular house?
Yeah, so I've actually been the Western Regional Mother since 2009. 2009,
Wow.
2010. Yeah, so it's
Wow.
been a very long time. But yeah, the Balenciagas have been such a pillar in the community. We're such an iconic and legendary house, not just here in the Midwest, but like not just nationally. We're international. We have members
Absolutely.
in Russia, in we have them in Paris. Like we are a international house. Like that was so unheard of. Just,
Hey, Rio.
10 years ago, and just to see
Wow.
where my house has started from. Like it is so amazing.
You know what? I'm so proud of you. Hey, Rio. You're in the back.
Hey, Rio.
We've got your mother, your brothers,
And happy
sisters.
belated Mother's Day, Ayanna.
Happy
Ayanna.
Mother's Day.
Happy belated Mother's Day, beautiful.
And so, same to you, Queen. You're a mother. I know. Happy Mother's Day to you. And Rio, well, I'm glad you're in. And who's the guest at your house with you, Rio? Who's that little guy with you? Rio, can you hear us?
Wait, what did you say?
I said, who was that guy, the hairy guy with you?
Oh, my little friend here, Bruce. This is Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
Oh, so cute.
Bruce is the first dog we've had on this show.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
The doggy debut.
Yes, Ayanna was in the process of telling us about the amazing House of Balenciaga. What I found out from AJ and I found out from Alexis is that the other houses better bring it because y'all are ready for them. They didn't even they were not even worried about the competition to the point where they didn't even give me none of the other names of the other houses.
They just slip our minds.
Yes. So, Rio, why don't you, since you're coming in now, why don't you tell us a little bit about you, when you got started, and with the house, and what's your identifying letter? Because I am trying to dispel letters because I can't fit everybody in those little psychological boxes. So, welcome to In the Basement with McLemore. Rio, you're on.
Thank you for having me. Well, hello again. My name is Rio Balenciaga. I'm 27 years old. Getting up there. I'm a Pisces. I started ballroom, I believe, in 2015, I want to say. And I've been a Balenciaga since 2017.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
What else do you do? Are you an actor, singer? I know that your email says Rio the Face or something amazing like that.
Yeah.
So what else do you do?
Starr.
I do a number of things, to be honest. I'm kind of like a influencer, if you want to say, type of feel. So I've done things from like acting to modeling to red carpets to I don't know, guest appearances on like different shows or things like that. Just a number of things, anything I can get my hands on to like gain exposure.
Oh, good. That's good. I was interested to find out, Ayanna, how many children do you have?
In total, or just in the Western region?
No, just no. Well, let's start with the Western region. And, the ones that we can put hands on.
So the Midwestern region. I'm going to probably mess this up, but I think we're around 30 members in total. And the Midwest region is Illinois, Ohio, Detroit. I did have members in the Indianapolis region, but one of the that was in the Indiana area moved to Atlanta recently, so he's no longer here in the Midwest. So Detroit, Chicago, Ohio makes up about 30. Oh, and Kentucky. We have members in Kentucky as well. So about 30. About 30. What?
I'm so excited that you guys have a house in Kentucky.
Yeah, come on, Kentucky. Yeah.
A house in Kentucky.
Who's in Kentucky? Shout out to my wonderful son, Corey Butch Queen Face, who is in Kentucky. Also, my wonderful son, Trent, who's in Kentucky. We also have Vogue Femme legend in Kentucky, Kitty Balenciaga is in Kentucky.
Yes.
Yeah, got some talent in Kentucky. They're
yes, good. Congratulations. I'm very, very proud that I have you guys all on the show. And let me tell you why. It's because a lot of times in our community, we separate ourselves to the point that we can't communicate. Now, you know, the last time I knew about all ballrooms, Paris was burning. And do you know how long ago Paris burned? Now it's time for the new face of Ayanna and I are talking about the documentary that some of this footage will go into, so that you guys can have your own current voice in a current time, in a current situation. And I'm really, really excited about helping your mother bring the House of Balenciaga to the forefront, and maybe we'll even shop it for a deal on television. And then we've got everything that we need right here in these boxes. So without further ado, I know that I had some prompts. If somebody has something on that is giving a little bit of a feedback, and I don't know if it's me, but you guys don't check your devices. Turn off your phones. Don't try to watch the show while we're on it, because it'll create feedback. So before I bring up and interview this beautiful queen that we have just sitting in, hey Lexi, you're back.
Sorry.
I wanted to give a shout out. Let's pay the groceries. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys that live in Chicago, we have this show sponsored by Josephine Southern Cooking. And I reckon if y'all go to Josephine's on 436 East 79th Street, she can set you up with whatever it is that you need. They got your collard greens, they got your ham hocks, your hummus, and then they got a vegetarian dinner for your children. So if you don't like meat, you don't want pork juice in your food, you call Josephine Southern Cooking at 773-487-2900. And again, Josephine Southern Cooking. Amen. Without further ado. So you know I create all this myself. Thank you. Thanks.
Very good.
So I want to have Harold do a little bit of something really quick. Can you do your magic? So we've got Queen Qiana that I want you guys to hear her first, and then we'll talk to this beautiful lady. Is that okay with you, Queen? And Eric, you're gonna need to get your little acapella vocals together, and you're gonna have to belt out something. I'll have Queen belt out something too, but just to let you know,
I'll see if I can get my my controller working on the computer here.
Yeah, not to put you on the spot, but you know we're gonna get you together. So, Harold, why don't we share the screen of my good, beautiful girlfriend Qiana, Queen Qiana? Say hi to everybody, Queen.
Frank, did it come up, Bryant?
It did come up.
Okay, here we go.
Wait.
What's it like to have a song inside your skin? Nobody's listening but you. It's early morning when I say to. Always got to know when I'm going to. Something I have to give. You know what that something is. Tell me the truth. She's got a cold that they try to take, couldn't say. Oh, try every tree, take it away.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Right.
good. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And without any further ado, I'd like to introduce to you all Miss Qiana, Miss Queen Qiana. Hey, Queen, what's up,
Hey,
girl?
y'all.
Hey.
How's
So,
everybody doing?
Wow.
Oh,
I
beautiful voice. Beautiful voice.
I
Absolutely.
wanted to just say to you, Queen. Now that song is a song that I got to actually sing on only during rehearsal before you kick me out of the group. Only to be advantage.
Don't be lying on my name.
But to give us a little bit about you, Queen. Where did you start? Where do you reside? And what are you working on?
Well, I was born originally in Joliet, Illinois.
J-Town.
I'm the only child of a pastor, a woman pastor. My mother, she has 5 churches.
Whoa.
We relocated to Michigan when I was about 12 years old. Well, let me go back. I started playing the flute I was 8 years old. I was like around in the 3rd grade. I started studying flute, and then we relocated to Michigan, where I was introduced to my junior high school band teacher, who also had a jazz band on the side. And when he found out that I could sing, he would pull me out of concert band and marching band season to record with him and his jazz band. So I started singing professionally, and well, I'm not gonna tell you my age, but
Okay, don't tell that
I
because we
was
want to keep that
I was
beauty
about
straight.
14 years old when I started singing professionally in the studio. I relocated back to Illinois around 1999, and I got married and moved out to the burbs, divorced, and then I started working on my first album. I've been on The Voice, American Idol, Steve Harvey, a bunch of stuff that I've done over the course of my career. I was in a movie with what's his name, Bryant? Chance the Rapper. I'm
Chance
sorry.
the Rapper. Yes.
Chance the Rapper. There's a movie called Slayz. It's on Amazon Prime. I've done a lot over the course of years. Well, currently right now I'm working on my second album.
Yes.
My first album is on Reverb Nation. I kind of fluctuate between number 1 and 5 over the last 8 years. I think I'm like number 2 right now. I might be number 1. I'm not sure.
Yay.
But I'm working with Rello the Dreamer. I'm working with B. Scott. He's like a brother to me. And I am kind of still trying to get a title for the second album because I'm not done recording. There's still some more life experiences I think I'm going to end up putting on the track before it's all done.
Yes.
I have a live band. So, I'm not like a track singer. I'm an actual live singer. And Bryant has been my friend, my manager, my confidant, my road dog, my homie for some years now. We done got in a lot of trouble and had a whole lot of good laughs.
Yes, we have. We're still laughing about it. She went to perform. So do you remember the Demon Drive that we had to do to Michigan? She had to perform to Michigan a couple of years ago, and we had to drive down. And the young man that she's talking about that used to bring her in to record had a big show, and it started to snow. And when I tell you, we went in snow and the worst blizzard ever on the way back.
There was demons dancing in the snow on the road.
She's not
We
kidding.
actually have it recorded. Joliet James has that video.
Yeah, so we
For
need to
those
put
who
that
don't
up.
believe it.
So it was
Oh my
so
gosh.
painstaking driving back from Michigan back to Chicago that time. We thought we were all going to be dead somewhere on the side of the highway, but
Oh
we made it,
no.
We
and
made
thank
it.
God that we did make it. Queen, you know that I can't let you off. Just like Eric has got to go and gargle and get his voice ready. You know I can't let you off without you just doing a little bit of do right or something for me, just out of love. I know we heard that, but just I want people to see what's organic about you.
Okay.
Do you mind? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all there?
We're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
No,
Go
no
for it.
pressure.
I'm
No
here.
pressure.
Well, how about I do a record play?
Okay.
Since
Oh,
that's
yeah,
simple and sweet.
yeah. That's my favorite. Okay, go ahead.
Record play is a song that I wrote. It's on my first album, and it's a tribute to. There's so much noise now, like in music. There's a lot of like background noise, just a lot of chaos going on, and record play is just one of those songs that you just put on and you just let it play and you just kind of bask in the essence of it and what it makes you feel. And so I'll sing a little bit of that. Okay. And I haven't warmed up today either, by the way, because I
You
came
know
straight
what?
home off of work and jumped on here. But
Never heard you sing a bad note, girl. Stop playing with me. Do you have any vodka on hand?
I got some wine, but
Go ahead. No more interruptions from me.
okay. Listen to the record play. Record play. Listen to the record play. Oh, oh, record play. Record play. Record play. Record play. Record play. Record play.
Yes.
Yes.
One of my
Wow.
favorites.
Fabulous.
That was
And
awesome.
That was
you guys
great.
know the name of her band is Kinetic Synergy, and when they do record play, I literally am mesmerized because the band, and it's just those haunting words and that haunting refrain, and the band is so amazing that you get lost. You get lost in that thought. Mother Ayanna, I've got a question from you from the audience. I know you went to the back room. Maybe she'll come back on. In just
Okay,
a minute.
and Brian, I want to remind you, you're going to lose of the time. Just keep in mind the time. And
Okay, you know what? We're gonna use
Eric's
Eric.
got to go. Yeah.
So we'll Ayanna, I'll ask you the question right after this. Eric, you're on. So let's get our entertainers a round of applause. Eric has to get out in like 4 minutes.
Thank you,
Eric, why
guys.
don't you do just a little for us, a little bit of love for me, brother?
Sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, can you do a little bit of something for us before you go?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
We're ready.
I'll do a little bit of something that is it's unreleased. It's
Yeah.
still in the workshop, but I'll just sing a chorus of
Okay.
it, and it's
Yes.
called Before I Fall, and it's kind of inspired by my relationship with my fiance and kind of how things were with us when we were in college. And I was in a place where I was super like busy with trying to like hone myself as like an artist, and I was always practicing and recording and performing and things like that, and just trying to cut my teeth with it. And when I found her, my fiance Tony, it was just like it seemed like a bad place for me because I was so busy and I didn't think that I would be able to devote, the time to her that that I at least felt she deserved because I really was into her. And I kind of had a conversation with her one night, of just saying like, hey, like, are you like willing to do this? Like, if I'm not able to pay attention to you like all the time, and if I'm distant, if I'm like, you know, if I have to be somewhere and not talk to you for 2 days because I'm like recording or performing or whatever, you guys get it. But so it's called Before I Fall, because it's like before I fall in love with you, I want to make sure that you want this and that I want this. So,
Well, that's such a
like I
beautiful
said,
story.
it's still in the
That's
workshop.
sweet.
You're
It's
gonna
still
make
in the
us
workshop,
cry,
and it is
Eric.
unreleased. So here's an early bird world premiere of this song.
Yes.
Go ahead.
From the first time that I ever felt what it's like to be truly in love, I owe it to you. And more than a couple times a day, I find myself completely lost, thinking or daydreaming about you. Tell me, is it possible that I'm at the point of no return? Am I prepared to risk it all? So before I fall, before I hit the ground, promise that you'll always be around. When the sun is shining or on a cloudy day, I just want to know that you won't ever take your love away.
All right.
That was
All right.
lit.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
A little bit of
lit.
that.
Yeah.
Eric, you have made us all cry. Literally cry.
That's
Not only
beautiful.
should you put your story on the album, I think that you should put that prelude somewhere at the end or somewhere because it really touched my heart. And then to add the music, you want us all to be on here bawling our eyes out.
Oh
I
man,
love
I
you.
would
I
have did my
love you. I
single, but
love
it just wouldn't have been right.
I
well, I
can't
But
want
wait to hear
I'll
that.
say before I go, guys, if you guys get a chance to, please check out my new single. It's called The Wave. You can find it on all streaming platforms. My name is Eric Starr. It should be spelled out somewhere around here. But it's ERIICKSTARR. My website is ericstar.com, and it's the same on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of that. So thank you for supporting, thank you for listening, and thank you guys for having me in the
Thank you,
basement once
Eric.
again.
Thank you very
yes,
much.
we love you, Eric. I
You
know
guys
you
have a
Thank
gotta
good day.
you.
go.
Yes.
Let me
Eric,
plug, please.
yes, your plug is up. Go ahead. What's your
Okay,
plug?
Eric, that was amazing, and I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
meet you. And I
Yeah, I
can't
was
wait
gonna
to
say,
hear
girl, you
that.
are killing.
Thank you. I can't wait to hear that song though. So my name's Queen Qiana. Please go to any major platform, iTunes. Look for my new single. It's called "Running Away with Me," which I wanted to chime in with you because it's a remake of "Just My Imagination" by the Temptations.
Oh, that's right up my alley.
Yeah, it's called "Just Running Away with Me." Produced by B. Scotty Music. And you can find me on Instagram at Queen Qiana Kinetic. You can find me on Facebook, Qiana McKenzie. Twitter, Queen Qiana 17.
All
Oh,
right.
and my
Fabulous.
YouTube channel is The Real Queen Qiana.
The real
Yes,
Queen
the
Qiana.
real
That's what
Queen
I'm gonna
Qiana.
hit.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
hey,
guys,
Brian,
yeah,
before you wrap up, we have one question from the audience.
yes. We
I
have a question.
we don't have time left, but this is Mother Ayanna Balenciaga, and I wanted to just jump in really quickly and also myself. The 20th annual Midwest Awards celebration is happening this Saturday at
Yes.
Wonderful Grand Ballroom at 351 South Cottage Grove. If you have been to a ball, lady,
Yes, you
Ooh,
know
I can't
what?
wait. I can't wait.
We can, you, Queen
Yes.
is, Ayanna, we still have a couple of more minutes. Queen is actually coming with me. We're gonna, so she and I are gonna be there together with our little entourage. And the question from the caller was, Ayanna, are you still there?
Yes, I am here. So I'm so looking forward to it. Yes, come on down, Queen. You are so invited. Those vocals are bananas. Can't wait to have you all in the building. If you all have never been to a ball and have watched the show Pose, Legendary on Vice, way Outdoor Baby. So please
My
make sure
cheeks
you
is hurting.
you
I
all come
can't
in.
wait.
I know we're so excited, and so
Yes.
before I thank you all, Ayanna, this question really quick is for Balenciaga, the House of Balenciaga. You know, preferably Mother Ayanna, but any of you can answer. The caller asked, "What is the age range of people in the houses, and, and do people age out?"
Bryant,
So
say that
what is
again.
the
I
age
didn't
ranges?
Okay.
Yes. What is the age range in the houses, and do people age out? It was a young person, or is it a young person's game only?
Very great question. So we have had members as young as 15 and 16 actually, take part and join the House of Balenciaga. And our our eldest participants do not typically age out, but they do retire at around perhaps 55, 60, sometimes even 65. We have some elders in our house that actually still walk and win trophies and
Yeah.
cash prizes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited
You
about that. I'm
know,
so excited about it. The good thing about this
so we don't age.
is there a cost?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What is
I'm
the
sorry. Go
cost?
ahead. Go ahead.
I just got a
Yeah. So
question. Is the cost?
yeah. So advance tickets are $30 right now. You can cash app Ayanna, cash at me at $Ayanna80 to take advantage of the $30 tickets, advance tickets, and then it's 35 cash at the door.
Okay, that's amazing. And
Yes.
I am so excited that this ball is called Enchantment. And
Enchantment.
we're about to bring it, baby.
Yes.
We're about to because me and Queen, and I don't want to say me and Queen, I want to be politically correct. Queen and I have our outfits, baby, and we're gonna bring it right with y'all. So
I hope
thank
you're bringing it. All the gags, all the
so,
looks.
so
Better know that.
before we go, I want to thank our last sponsor, Collision and Auto. So that's for you girls that don't know how to drive. You know, you zooming around here, bumping into folks, and your car needs to be passed. So Logan Collision and Auto wants me to let you know. Yes, baby. If you got insurance, now that's not for you girls who do not have insurance on your car. Stop driving if you don't have insurance and license, honey. When you get behind the wheel, you want to contact Logan Auto Collision. That's after you've got those fender benders. You don't run over church children. Went through stop walk for the buggy run over
Not the church children,
church
Jesus.
children. So at Logan Auto and Collision is at 6651 South State Street here in Chicago. And you can call Naaman at 773-944-1325. Oh, wait. Let me correct that. 773-994-1325. And that's if you got a wreck and you're going to get a check, Rotor and Lowe. Y'all call Rotor and Lowe.
My
Well, y'all call
God.
Rotor and Lowe. Y'all need to go to Logan Auto Collision and get your carpet. So without further ado, we bring this amazing
Oh my
show,
God.
Alexis, Rio, AJ, Eric, Queen, Mother Ayanna, and my adorable co-host. I want to thank you guys for joining in the basement with McLemore. We will see you the first Monday again in June. And I can't wait to see you, Lexus and AJ and Ayanna, Saturday,
Absolutely.
baby. I'm gonna be there early with bells on, and I want to thank my producer,
Yes.
Miss Katie Lowe, with Katie Lowe Radio.
Thank you,
Y'all.
everybody. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
bye,
you.
Thank
everybody. We
you.
love you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye bye. Where's my music, y'all? Stay on there for a minute. I got some ending music, but I don't know how to put it on. Yeah, I probably got rid of it. Don't worry about it, girl. They done hung up. It's only my co-host and oh wait. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. So Harold, thank you so much for the save. I got something for you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And we will talk in a bit. I got to go and feed the elderly.
All right, it was a cute show.
It was a
And,
cute show. We'll talk to you soon.
Beautiful people. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Get outside, right?
Huh?
You show over there, get on land, see the red and the yellow.
Yeah.
Walk in.